It is Friday night, and I have been working since 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock to get the video out for tomorrow and in preparation for this lovely live. Nobody is in yet, so I'm going to probably not do a whole lot of talking about the subject for tonight. Instead, I'm going to wait for people to actually come in. I think that's the game plan anyway. I am going to make sure that I have... Okay. Yeah, so it's been an interesting week. We had our first snow just recently. So it was Wednesday night. And then into Thursday. Hey, Carol. So yeah, the snow came and went, except for a few patches here and there. But largely it's gone. So today's live is a Learn to Care, but it's different than a lot of the lives that we've done in the Learn to Care series. There isn't conservation work being done for this organism. I don't know if that's because of the government or what. One of the issues I know for a fact is that the animal doesn't do well in captivity at all. So that is definitely an issue. Yeah. So we are all set up. Hello, whoever just came in. I can't see your face or your name, but I thank you for the like. Hey, Syed. Hey, Alberto. How are you? Hi, Carson. Corn. What do I do? On my lives? I do nature stuff. I talk about animals, plants. Hey, Chelsea. Tonight, we're doing a thing that I like to do. It is called Learn to Care. Hey, predecessor, we were worried about you. Boxed. I am in my 50s. So, like I was saying, tonight we are doing the... It's okay. Not a problem. Not a problem, predecessor. I knew something was up. Tonight, she's been busy. She had family stuff. Tonight's live, we are looking at an animal that was suggested by one of my subscribers. And they asked to talk about the Tarsier. I mispronounced that name. But anyway, I am Nature Guy X46, and I am passionate about wildlife and wildlife conservation. Hi, Maria Angelina. And tonight we're going to delve into a little bit about this amazing primate and its conservation status. So that is what's going on. According to the IUCN Red List, the Spectral Tarsier, Tarsier, is vulnerable. So it's not quite endangered, but it's getting there. Its population trend, sadly, is for continued decrease. And their numbers are somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000. The website says that the species is not fragmented, which I don't understand how that's possible when everything points to it being fragmented. But anyway, whatever. In case you don't know what fragmented means, hey, 7-inch destroyer, what it means is you have habitat here, and in between, you have development. But the fact, I didn't see them come in. But anyway, their numbers are somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000. Before we get into any more of the conservation stuff, though, we're going to learn a little bit more about the animal, and then we'll jump back into the conservation if that is okay with you. So a couple of things. Hi, I like turtles. This is the first I've seen you. I don't remember seeing you before. Well, I mean tonight. So first off, these guys are from the island of Sulawesi. I'm going to give up. But anyway, the same island that one of the Babirusa species were from. But anyway, these guys are a nocturnal species that feeds on insects. They are endemic to the island, but there's no T in it. Their habitat is their territory is 2 acres in size, so it's not very big. It can withstand a little bit of human disturbance, but these guys really... Oh. These guys are the smallest of the primates, with males being only 4 inches long, and their tails, for these guys, rainforest duh, 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 duh. We are discussing the spectral Tarsier. 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 Anyway. Thank you, Carol. These guys are pretty tiny. In captivity, this species can live for 17 years, but in the wild, they only live for about 16. Alberto Garcia, language. Oh, you're welcome, predecessor. Now, that being said, they're related to monkeys, but they're not quite a monkey. I don't know if that makes sense. A little bit like a bush baby. In the wild, they only live for about 16 years. They are related to bush babies, but they are not bush babies. Now, they have the largest eye to skull ratio of any other mammal. Now, like an owl, they can't move their eyes, and so they can actually turn their head 180 degrees. Can you say exorcist? Just saying. Their name comes from an elongated tarsus bone, and this bone allows them to move sort of like a spring. So they sort of jump. Now they can jump about 40 times the length of their body. Remember, they're about 4 inches long. This is the equivalent of us jumping 40 times the length of our body. Or wait, sorry. That is like us jumping 68 feet. Now, among other things that these animals do that is really insane is males will urinate on their hands to spread scent. And it's also said that that gives them extra sticky grip while jumping around. How nice is that? Just remember never to pick one up. So, getting back into the conservation. So, first off, agriculture, big reason why these animals are going extinct. It falls into deforestation, more or less. And mainly it's oil plantations or logging that is causing illegal logging that's causing these animals to go under. The palm plantations we've discussed before on my channel, but in order to make the plantations happen, they have to clear away the rainforest. They're also threatened by the pet trade. That being said, according to my sources, we don't have this animal in the United States as a pet. Nor do we have them really in zoos. I've not been able to find at least this particular species. I've not been able to find in zoos. There may be some that are out there, but not this species. And Europe also does not have them. Most of the pet trade for them is going to be local, is my understanding, or possibly in Asia. I don't know if this is good news or not, but they don't seem, like I said, they don't seem to be in the international trade at all. They're also threatened by the mining of limestone, which I'm guessing strips the land, as well as chemicals that are being used in agriculture. And on top of that, they may be falling. Did it? Somebody say hello. Like, literally just type hello into the screen. Please. Great. I need a new phone. Badly. Give me a second, guys. I have a feeling that my phone is being a jerk. Let's see if I'm right. I was right. This is happening way too often. Sorry, guys. If I missed your questions, please repost them. Oh. When it comes to conservation efforts, I cannot find any zoos in the US that house this species. They are not being kept in European zoos. This is a great example of an animal that may be getting protection through other animals being protected, such as possibly the orangutan. They are under CITES, which means that they cannot be exported legally, alive or dead. Now, we are protecting areas where they live. We're educating the public about these animals. And we're learning how humans can take care of these animals in the wild. However, locally, there's nothing being done. Absolutely nothing being done. Am I a villain? No, I'm not a villain. Oh, Angelina. Sorry guys, chat disconnected. Sorry, y'all, chat got disconnected for a second. I am almost done with live. So, or at least with my material, I am not leaving live. No problem. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain. What you can do for these animals. Spread awareness. Ecotourism. So if you're going to travel, go to Indonesia, look for these animals not in zoos, get a guide, go into the jungle, see the animals live. And as always, do not buy wildlife products. Okay, don't go anywhere. I gotta grab a sheet of paper. Yeah. Tourism can have that effect. Carol. Not to be, we don't use the S word. No S word. That's okay. That's why I told you. Okay. So, if you have questions, now's a great time to ask them. I encourage you to ask questions, and I will do my best to answer them. I've not been able to find anything about them being toxic. They're not. Tarsiers are not venomous or poisonous. I could have swore. Yeah. The only venomous slash poisonous primate is the slow loris. I've not heard of them ever being toxic. But what you're describing does sound like a slow loris. Does sound more like a slow loris. Because they definitely have glands in their pits. But I think fact animals, never heard of them being. See, that's not right. I'm gonna have to have that verified. Alberto. I know, but we're slowly advancing. We're slowly getting there. Awesome 7-inch. Right now, darn it. Hold on. So right now we are at 1,736 public watch hours. What's hurting me is not being able to go live twice a day. Like, I should have gone live for a bit today, and it was 2 o'clock by the time I got in. So that... Sorry, did I pause? Sorry, y'all. I really do appreciate that. Chat disconnected again. Okay. Hello, Carol, what's up? Chat disconnected again. Chat just disconnected again. Going to... Can I ask a silly question? Chat's working, it disconnected. That That's what's going on. Man, the other day we were ahead of the game, and tonight we're at 5, and we have at least 5 people in chat and 7 likes. So we're doing better than we have been. Um since I think everybody that's in chat is are my regulars, I am no longer accepting the question, is he a boy or a girl? Yeah, it's up to 8 now. Um, I'm not accepting that answer. I will not answer it. I will simply ignore it. Because that's where I'm at with it. Yeah. Friday nights used to be big. I'm hoping Saturday will be a good night. The mornings we tend to do really good. I I get that question at least one time every live, pretty much. And I'm just done with it. Honestly. Maria Angelina, it's not because of something that happened in our live, is it? I agree. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not answering it anymore. I think the voice throws them off, is what I think. I think it's the voice. But even then, it's just ridiculous. I think so too. I think it's trolls. One would think, Carol, one would think. And not that it really matters, but I'm also getting a little bit tired of telling people my age. Not gonna lie. I do, but if I don't, I cannot use a regular razor, and so I use an electric, and it has a beard trimmer on it. But I'm always afraid of getting my lips stuck. Perhaps, we'll see. So, Carol, who are we missing tonight? What happened to Chelsea? Did she leave? No, I did not. I have no cryptocurrency. Maybe I should have. I suppose, before I forget, I am going to try to schedule my lives ahead of time. So that the next live will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. It is already scheduled, and that's going to be safe around mountain lions. And then next week we are doing the 26th will be Zoo to Do Toronto Zoo. November 29th, Learn to Care African Painted Dogs and Exploring Nature Sandhill Cranes. Okay. I'm hoping for it to be a good live because I feel like if you're gonna come into contact with any predator, it's gonna be mountain lions that you stand a good chance of seeing. At least out west. Not so much in our area. I might do blue heron at some point. But since you brought it up, it won't be an endangered animal. It won't be a... Yeah. She might have said goodbye. I'm hoping she didn't get dropped when we lost chat. It's okay, Chelsea. Really? I that is interesting, Chelsea, because I didn't realize that we had any eastern cougars. That sounds so wrong when I say that. I didn't realize that we had mountain lions. I didn't realize that we had mountain lions outside of Florida as far as the eastern goes. That is so cool. Um, 7-inch, not the type of cougars I'm talking about. Ay, ay, ay. I'm talking the feline variety, not the two-legged variety, I guess. Um, I got told that my lives are too serious. I don't think so. I think we have fun in my lives. I think sometimes. Thank you, 7-inch. I do want to say, for those of you that live outside the United States, the exploring nature thing, when I do those, it's more geared for United States. But if there's a topic or an animal that you want me to talk about, let me know and I'll see what I can do about it. Like, there wasn't, I spent a half hour trying to find conservation efforts for the animal from tonight, and couldn't do it. Was finding absolutely nothing. I finally, in desperate, I finally called Carolyn. I'm like, can you help me look? Because I'm not finding anything. I will do that, Maria, or Angelina. I will do that. Marie Angelina. If you all want to see some really bad trolls, you need to be in when I do my weekday lives. Those are bad. Like, they get some of those people out of their minds. And I know some of it is a mix of trolls, and no offense to anybody under the age of 13 or 17, Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like we occasionally get somebody in here that's bad, but it gets bad. It's bad sort of at the beginning, and then it sort of dies down. Yeah. I got hit on a couple weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I guess it's been about 2 weeks. And I'm pretty sure it was a guy. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, maybe. He was sending me eggplants emojis. I'm like, can we not? I don't know how I kept my face from turning red. Yeah, and I'm not sure he understood what I was telling him that night. I'm like, how do I explain? I don't know how to explain that without explaining it. A 7-inch helped me out. The eggplant emoji, 7-inch, explain what the eggplant emoji stands for. I don't think I can do it. There you go. Does that make sense, Carol and predecessor? Yes, yes, absolutely. I just didn't know the words to describe it. I got it at least twice by the same person, and I'm like, you need to go away. And I think I did. I think I ended up putting him on a timeout. Or they just left, one or the other. But I would have done the same thing if they were hitting on one of the ladies in the room. It's one thing. It's one thing for someone to come in and say, "Hey, I think you're cute." It's another thing to be throwing that around. I can't. Yeah. And I just was like, nope, I'm done. Goodbye. Now, the horse, I have no idea what that was about. Other than they didn't understand English was not their first language, and it's like I told them to stop spamming the channel. Yeah, I think so too. But it's like, why? Why when I tell people to do something the first time, do they not get it in their head that they need to stop? And then, as if that's not bad enough, then when you time them out and they come back in, I get attacked for being rude, or Carol gets attacked for being rude. Makes no sense. I've had to kick people out for being racist. I kicked a guy out. Let's see, this is Friday. Was it, Carol, was it Tuesday? Was it Tuesday that we kicked the guy out because of his poetry? There are a few things I will not put up with in my lives. One is you attacking somebody in my life, not happening. Being gross, like the one guy. Was that last night? I can't remember. And I don't care if you're a Democrat, a Republican, an independent. In my life, on my time, I don't want to talk about politics. By the time the elections come around, I can't take it anymore. I don't want to hear it. I asked the guy to stop. It was basically all about Israel and what's going on in Israel. And I asked him to stop, and he didn't stop. So I gave Carol the signal, and she sent him away. I'm not an uncaring person. But I don't. I don't like it. It's like, and it doesn't matter which side. I just don't want it in my life. I want to have fun. And I know sometimes my lives get a little bit deep and dark, but we are a very, I don't know, politics bring out sides of people that I don't want to see in my channel. Heck, even in the 80s, it was simpler. I was born in 71. I don't remember much of the 70s. I remember the 80s. And even into the 90s, we were like, the 80s were amazing. Could do without Jerry Springer. Eminem was somebody that I didn't listen to. As somebody that writes a little bit here and there, his lyrics are amazing. But the language I couldn't do. Rap, if it's done right, is amazing. But you don't have to have you don't have to be. I like pop, a little bit of rap, and I understood 7-inch. Pop, country, and a little bit of rap. There is a guy that I watch on YouTube. He is Connor Price. And he writes music. He writes raps that his son can listen to, for the most part. I like to sing when I'm not in front of people. So it just depends on the song. Usually no, although there are some that do. The 80s weren't bad. I will still sit back and listen to Culture Club. Should I not be admitting that? I don't know. At my grandma's house there was a record player. And my uncle had records. I think they were 45s. and he had original Monster Mash. Some of the, he had tequila, not the drink, but the song. And he had the Beach Boys. I think they were 45s. And we would sit down and listen to them occasionally. We had to be very careful with them, but Madonna, Cyndi Lauper. Now, I was talking with my niece, the Bengals. I was talking with my niece who is now in her 30s. And when Backstreet Boys came out, they had their video for everybody on MTV. I was babysitting one day, and she decided that I needed to learn how to do the dance. And nope. Of course, I was much, much younger then, too. Girls just want to have fun. The predecessor, my niece had a ceiling fan in her room, and taped to every single blade of the ceiling fan were pictures of the each member of the Backstreet Boy, the group. It was weird. Maybe a little over the top. But that's okay. She was allowed. I feel like we need more people in live. Like, is this my new Friday? Is this my new, like, slow night? Yeah. Personally, if we're gonna talk about boy bands, the UK had some of the best. Right about the same time period, too. I can't think of the group. Westlife? That doesn't sound right. I don't know. It'll come to me later tonight. The things we talk about on this channel. I keep forgetting I need to talk to the phone, not the laptop or the Chromebook. There was another one too. It was more Irish than... Boyzone. That was the name of the group. Yep, by 7-inch. Angelina, was it you, or... Yeah, Angelina, was it you that was talking about... the fires? I saw where they had one in New York City. Usually when I think of forest fires, I think California. Not the East Coast. Hometown has a great version of Oh Holy Night. We had rain, was it yesterday? They did. I don't think it was like downtown New York City, but it was New York City. Hi, Alberto. I can go all day without yawning. The minute I get in front of the camera, it starts. If I can swing it, I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Probably around noon, if I can squeeze it in. I have to finish. I am gonna do a really cool, what I'm hoping will be really cool video. It's going to be all AI. Sorry, not sorry. It's going to be state animals. So it'll have If they don't have an exact state animal, it'll have like the state bird and another state something or another. Some of them have state insects. Is that the original emergency? I used to watch that all the time. Of course, my all-time favorite thing, and I watch it every night, is the Munsters. Every single night. Without fail. I already did that. Oh my gosh. My my grandpa on my mom's side didn't like MASH. My dad, on the other hand, liked it. Well, my dad is a history buff. Um, I don't know why my grandpa didn't like it. My older brother, would turn on Benny Hill back in the day, and my mom hated that show. There That could be, but my grandparents' TV was on a couple times a day. The news and Wheel of Fortune. And that was it. ABC, NBC, and CBS. But being so close to Chicago, we had PBS, ABC, NBC, Channel 32, which is now a Fox station, and WGN, which is RCW, I think, maybe, or it was. Yeah, 50. I forgot about that. And then they decided that children's TV needed to be educational, and that ruined TV forever. I was a weird kid, though, growing up. I could be just as happy watching something like Wild America as I would be watching Yan Can Cook. Yeah, same here. Yeah, but Maria, it never should have. I don't know. In my book, they should have just left TV alone. There was nothing wrong with getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning whenever the cartoon started. It's probably the one time during the week that me and my brothers didn't go at each other. Bozo was the best. I don't know if he was just a Chicago thing, though. I learned the Pledge of Allegiance from Romper Room. Nah. Captain Kangaroo, the New Zoo Review. My personal favorite show of all times, I think it was on 32, was oh, are you kidding me? Battle of the Planets. I don't think so. Oh, I guess it was, but I could have swore it was on. I could have swore it was on something else. They were on WGN and Channel 32 in the late 70s. So that's probably where I watched it. Voltron was the best. Bigfoot and Wild Boy, Shazam, Isis. Those were the good old days when you could sit back, watch TV, and just forget. Yeah, Hanna-Barbera had some good stuff, not gonna lie. I don't. I know we watched Land of the Lost, but nothing can beat Looney Tunes, though. The Funky Phantom, Jabberjaw. Don't remember that one, Carol. The Boogaloos. Out of all of the Scooby Doo series that have been on, Scooby Doo Where Are You is the best. Some of the newer stuff, I think I don't like the way that Fred is portrayed at times. The one where they portrayed everybody as kids, I don't remember what they called it. That was just dumb. Sorry. I'm doing it. Yeah, I don't remember it. Personally, I really liked Banana Splits. Yeah, a pup named Scooby-Doo. Didn't like it. Maria Angelina, what was your favorite Hanna-Barbera show? Muppet Babies were okay. The Muppet Show, on the other hand, that was the bomb. I am watching the chat on my laptop, on my Chromebook, while I watch the other on my TV. On my phone, I mean. Johnny Bravo was before my time. No, I'm sorry. Johnny Bravo was like after my time. I think. Johnny Quest was good. I liked when did Johnny Bravo come out? Hello. When was Johnny Bravo on TV? Yeah, it came out in 97. And it came out on the Cartoon Network. Hi, Julie. You don't have to leave. Hello, Julie. Hello. Yeah, it came out in 97. I was already in my late 20s. I was already in my 20s by that time. We didn't have cable at all. So, the Flintstones were awesome. I did not realize until I was older, like within my 50s, late 40s, that the Flintstones were a primetime show when they first came out. Jetsons were good. The Fantastic Four, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, Spider-Man, any of the Spider-Man cartoons. The Justice League, yep. You know, some of the Batman cartoons were okay. Didn't care for the voice for the Joker, though. I don't know how old I was um when I don't know how old I was. Hold on. The Last Unicorn? Me too. I've watched most of the new ones. Nope, sorry. Um the Disney movies, the Clash of the Titans, not the new one. Not the new one, but it's got to be the old Clash of the Titans. Um do you guys remember they put out a cartoon movie on Lord of the Rings? It was one of those things that they aired on TV around the holidays. Yeah. Flash Gordon was good. The movie. But it was also a good cartoon, too. No, they don't. Although I think it's in. If you remember Athena, Zeus goes to Athena and tells her to give Perseus the owl. And she refuses to do it and instead gives him basically a robot owl named Bubo or something like that. In the new one, Perseus is going through a box. I think it's Perseus. And in the box is a replica of that owl. Kind of funny. Trying to think. I think there was one of those little Easter eggs that if you watched the movie, you knew what they were talking about. That's a good one. Hercules. Kevin Sorbo. Now, I know this is old school, but nowadays, nothing relaxes me more than watching, and it's fun for me, but I love watching, Sinbad was good. Jason and the Argonauts. Can't beat that. But it's gotta be the old one with it's gotta be the old one that has Harry. I can't think of his last name. The guy that did the Kraken in the first Clash of the Titans movie did the skeletons for Jason and the Argonauts. Yeah, amazing. Harryhausen. There were so many good shows. Like, even, like, on for kids. Like, I remember the, Barnum and Bailey would come on every year and do, the circus on TV. I don't know when they stopped doing that, but I know they did. Anyway, we are an hour and 37 minutes into this live. If you guys want to stay on and chat, that is cool. I will do it. That was WGN. Oh gosh. No, it wasn't. That's not the show I was thinking of. Predecessor, if you want to stay on, I can stay on and chat. But it's getting late and I need to eat. Yeah. Is there anybody else on that wants to stay and chat? Otherwise, I'm going to end it because I'm tired. Angelina Carroll, if you want to stay on and chat, I will stay on and chat. Yeah, he also did not Masterpiece Theater. What is that called? Yeah. He also hosted this show. Okay. I will be on tomorrow at 6 o'clock my time, Central Standard Time, and the topic is how to be safe around mountain lions. Remember to always keep learning and never give up on yourself. And I know there's something else and I can't remember what it is. I'll have to post it somewhere. Anyway, good night, y'all. Have a great night. Sleep tight, everybody. Bye-bye. Maybe.